Good morning, Facebook, the tribe, I call all of you. I'm in a hotel room in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where the Duke women's basketball team is going to be playing today against Syracuse in one of our rounds right here for our turn for the ACC tournament. A lot of great things happening. Just want to share with you real quickly. So I've been doing a lot of long blog posts, long form for the past year. I've shifted back to short forms. You guys are going to be getting it. It's on the website, Always Be Contagious. You'll see it on different social media workouts. And today's short blog post, and you'll see it, is really about waking up and having a lovely day. So in honor of that, okay, I'm talking a little bit today. We're going to get the standards. I'm talking today in this first part because I used to wake up every morning not very happy, okay? And my mom, growing up, would always sing this song, right? All these God songs, all these Jesus songs, and she would sing like, this is the day the Lord has made, let us rejoice and be glad in it. And she'd be this little Filipino woman, clapping around, this is the day. I'm like, Mom, stop. Right? So after my mom would sing that song over and over again, right? I was like, man, I gotta find my own song to get it going. So today, if you read at the bottom, the song of the day, we got Bill Withers, It's a Lovely Day. We're gonna play it a little bit because it really is a lovely day. It's a great song you gotta wake up to. It's unbelievable. All right, that's enough. Anyways, so I want you to go find your song. If you got to play Lovely Day Today by Bill Withers, do it. It's going to bring you back to the 1970s, or maybe it's the early 80s, but I think it's the 70s, and you are going to love it. So you got to make sure that you go ahead and you try and get yourself going for every morning so that you get it. Now, what we're really going to talk about today are standards. Standards in your life. Like, do you have standards? And I'm sure a lot of you are nodding your head, yeah, I got standards. Do you follow through with those standards? And some of you are saying, yeah, sure. And then the final question is, are you getting the results from those standards? And some of you may be saying, I don't think so. So today we want to touch on a little bit standards, and we want to find the gold standards in your life so that you can go ahead and hopefully keep taking step after step after step to get it going. The first thing I want you to do today, we always have a call of action because I believe in you. You got to believe in yourself. Well, I believe in you, and you've got a tribe around you to get yourself going. So the first standard I'd like for you to write down, the first thing I want you to do is take a look at it and ask yourself, am I hard on myself if I don't follow my standards? Okay? A lot of us don't like people looking over us. Like, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? No. A lot of us want to be free and do our own thing. You want to be you. Okay, I hear it all the time. I'm just me. I just want to be me. All right, if you want to be you, then be a very harsh critic on your standards. Like, what are you doing? So, for example, for me, I have a standard every single morning and night that I've got to go ahead and call my kids and show them love every single day. Now, some of you may say, well, that's a task. Some of you say, well, that's a given. You're supposed to. You know, I get all that, but that's a standard. No matter what I'm doing, I drop whatever I'm doing, and I give them a call or shoot them a text or whatever it is, or I shoot them a video to let them know that I love them. So whoever it is, whether it's your partner, whether it's your kids, your loved ones, your parents, your teammates, whoever it is, I want you to go ahead and just, if you can, drop everything and just talk to them. Tell them what you feel about them. Now, that may not be your standard. I may be pushing my standard on you, but what I'd love for you guys to do is find what gets you going, what gets you tick, and move it forward. Besides being harsh on your standards, I want you to go in and think about this. Is your standards, well, no, let's backtrack a little bit. Is the advice you would give other people is something you would do? What I'm saying is if you're telling someone to up their standards, are you upping your standards? And for a long time, I don't think I did that. For example, I was coaching in Japan. I see my former player, Taira, is on. I appreciate you watching, brother. But for a long time, like when I was coaching, I was a horrible head coach, by the way. When I was coaching in Japan, I was bad. I gained 40 pounds because we were losing all the time. I set all these so-called standards on the team, yet I was not following it as well, too. I had to look into myself and say, all right, what are things that I'm not doing so that I can go? Now, I picked up this great book. It's through the Leaders Performance Institute. It's a great company out of England. And he talks about, and actually the one we're talking today is a guy named Ben Ryan. He started the Fiji Rugby Sevens team, which is one of the best in the world. Keith, I appreciate you, brother. Man, I tell you, you know I wasn't. We were in a tough position, Keith. Anyways, man, back to the book. It talks about the setting the standards of performance. We talked about, of course, being upfront and knowing our gold standards, but also is that if we don't hit our standards, are we stopping ourselves? Are we correcting it right away and making the right decision to go in a direction? You see, many of us change our standards all the time, and that's okay, but you want to be consistent with it. So one of your standards could be, listen, let's just say one of your standards is, I just got to be a better parent. All right, I'm allowing my son or daughter to eat way too many cookies. What are my standards? Like, I got to say, listen, Junior. All right, that's enough with the cookies. Take the cookies away and then be gone. That's a standard you got to set. And if you're strict with your kids with that, then guess what? It's going to move on. Now, how does that work in the coaching world, or how does it work in the business world? Is that you got to be tough on your audience. You got to be tough on your players. You got to be tough on your employees. You've got to. A lot of people talk about rules all the time. We're not talking about rules. We're talking about standards. What gets you going? Because part of the standards comes from building a tribe and having that culture for that tribe. Remember, a couple weeks ago we talked about how a tribe is really a collective group of people who believe in going in the same direction, who would give their lives, who do whatever it takes to make sure they get to that mountaintop, whether it's winning, whether it's success, whether it's sales, or whatever it is. So taking that culture of that tribe and then shifting it over to your standards. So today, take a look at your standards. I want you to take a look at yourself. And this week, actually, if you watch all the videos, and I appreciate that you do, we are talking about self-reflection. We are talking about, am I looking at myself? Am I doing too much? Am I drinking too much? Am I smoking too much? Am I not working out? Am I not behaving? Am I not supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to do? And that's okay. If you could look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I can be better, then you are one step closer to increasing your standards, having that gold standard, so that now you are above the fray and now you can move on with your life. But I will give you a warning when it comes to upholding your gold standards and upholding leadership. It's lonely. It is lonely when you are the only one with the standards. So it is up to you to lift people up, to bring people with you. In the coaching world, we tell our players all the time, when you go shoot in the gym, don't go shoot by yourself. Bring someone with you. When I go ahead, I'm lucky to do these talks around the country. I want to bring people with me. I want to bring you to a much higher level than you've ever imagined, even that I've ever imagined. You see, because there are people in my lives who pushed me, who pulled me to where I got to go and where I have to be. And I challenge you today, where do you want to be? How are you getting there? Who is pulling you up and who is pushing you down? You go ahead, take that eraser and you erase the people pushing you down, and you write in the people pulling you up, and you are going to see changes in your life that you have ever imagined. You are uncommon. You are amazing. Set standards today to get you to that another level. And for some of you, when you look in the distance, you see the level is way too damn far. It's not. Because you take step by step by step, just like the New Kids on the Block did back in the 90s. And you're going to be okay. Guys, I love you. Thanks for watching. Share as much as you can. Spread the message. Pull people up. We're going to get that win tonight, and we're going to get going. Have a good day, guys. It never shuts down when I need to. This is embarrassing.